Hello, my name is Corbin Flannery. I'm the Director of E-Business here at the Granite Group, coming to you virtually from our Concord, New Hampshire location to talk about ordering from our online store. So today I'm going to show you how to build and place an order for this Mitsubishi single zone hyperheat unit. So you'll notice I'm on this page and you'll notice that it's saying price not available and please sign in to see price and availability. I'm doing that on purpose because I'm not signed in to make a point that you do need to be signed in to see price availability and to order our online store. You'll also notice that there is no add to cart button here either. You do need to have a Granite Group account. That account needs to be activated for online access, and you need to have users assigned to that account who can sign in to access price and availability on the online store. So anybody can come to the site to view products, but they can't see price, they can't see availability, they can't see order history and things like that unless they're signed in. So I'm going to show you that now by signing in. So I click the sign in button in the top left. I'm coming to the sign in page. This is where I would enter my username and password. If I forgot my password, I can click on this link, enter my username, and the system will send me a reset password email. If you have not yet activated your Granite Group account for online access, you could click this Activate Online Access button. It'll take you to a form to provide some information about your company, a name, and an email address. We would then verify that you are who you say you are, so that you should have access to that account. Then that would get verified by our regional directors. Once that's approved, our AR department would set you up. That usually takes about a day. And then you would have access, whatever that email address is that you entered in on the form, that email address would be set up as an administrator. They would be able to set up additional users, and any of those users would now have access to that account online to see price availability, order history, and ordering. Some of those other topics are covered in other tutorials. Today we're going to focus on placing an order. So I'm going to sign in as our sample customer. I'm going to choose my bill to and ship to. I don't need to choose a bill to because I only have one, but if you're a customer that has multiple bill tos, you would be able to select that here, and then you can choose a ship to as well. I'm just going to use my billing address and click continue. You'll see at the top now I am signed in. Here's my username. I can sign out, and here's the location that I am shopping. I can change this location. So I said I am coming to you virtually from our Concord, New Hampshire store. I can click that. It's going to change to that branch. Now my price and availability will be, availability mostly will be being shown from that Concord location. And it will remember that for the next time I sign in. So you'll see here now, I'm seeing my price. This is not pricing that's sent to the online store. Our online store is actually reaching back to our system and saying, hey, for this customer, for this product, and this location, what's the price and what's the availability? So here's my pricing. You can see total in the company, there's 29, and there's actually 5 of these units in the company. If for whatever reason there were none in Concord, I could come down to this list and see where that availability is. If it's in this BR01 Londonderry location, that's our central distribution. That means the product is actually only a day away. We do send trucks from central distribution to every branch every day. So what we wanted to focus on today is ordering and checking out. So say I'm doing this single zone hyperheat job, and this is the item I want to order. I would just simply, not unlike any other e-commerce site, I will click add to cart. You'll notice up here, my cart quantity is 0. I'm going to click add to cart, and you're going to see, you're going to get a notification, and then my cart quantity is now 1. A nice feature on our online store is these optional products down here. So in building this job, I know that I'm going to need the stand. I can simply come here, click add to cart. It's going to add that to the cart as well. I can add the disconnect. I can add the whip, and I want to show you some. So I've added the unit, the pad, a disconnect. Now I'm going to add the whip, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to make this 4. I'm going to add that to cart. So now I should, if I look at the cart, the quantity should be 4. This is the number of line items. It's not the total quantity. So the total quantity is actually the unit, the pad, the disconnect, and 4 whips. So that would be 7 items, but we're doing line items. So it was feedback from customers that said, hey, I know how many line items I've ordered. I don't know that I know I've ordered 5 things. I don't know that it's on 35 in the cart. So now I could continue around the site and add additional items. If there's more items over here that I need, I can add those to cart as well. And it's updating my cart. And I can now see that I have 5 items in the cart, and now I'm going to check out. So to check out, I click on the cart, and I can check out, which would continue the checkout process. I could save this order to come back to it at a future date. I can add this cart to a list, or I could empty the cart by hitting remove all. More information about list is available in a separate tutorial. You can see here I can edit the cart, so I can delete items off the cart. I can change the quantity. I can even add line notes here that would display on your invoices and pick tickets if I wanted to. I am going to check out. So I'm clicking the checkout button. Now I'm in the checkout process. So first things first, I need to verify my bill to and ship to. I said I wanted to use the bill to address. I can select any one of these addresses I want. These ones that say ACCT, these are the ship tos that we have set up for you in our system. There may be taxing implications tied to these. So if you're a Vermont customer who's doing business in New York, you may have a ship to set up to handle the taxing for you in that respect. These ones that say WEB on them are website addresses that you can maintain yourself. So if I was to say create new here and add this, enter all that address information, it would save it to the website for me. So I'm just going to leave it at bill to, and I'm going to hit continue. So here I can see my bill to ship to information, and here's where I select my transaction type. So I can either place this order on account, so this would go to your account, or I can submit it as a quote. If I say to place order on account, then I have the options of how I want that delivered, either will call, pickup, delivery, or tag and hold. And then I can say when I want that delivered. So it's going to default to today's date, so I don't have to change any of these. But if this was a future order and I wanted to say I don't need it for 2 weeks or so, I could enter that here, and that's going to go on the order too. This is where you enter your PO. So I'm going to say that this is a test, and you can enter notes in the order header as well. I'm also going to say to submit this as a quote because I don't want to deplete our inventory for this. Here's where again I can review my order details. Here's my order total, and I can place the order. So once I hit place the order, a bunch of things are going to happen. One, you're going to get the order confirmation back to your screen that the order was submitted, and you can continue shopping and so forth. You can now see this in your order history. Once this email comes back, the order has been placed to our back-end system, and a bunch of people just got notified. So you, as the user submitting this, got an email confirmation of this order. Whatever the email address that's associated with the customer record, this bill to email, they also got an email confirmation. The Concord sales email got an email confirmation to let them know that an order has been placed. And your outside sales rep also got an email about this order. So a bunch of people just got this order to make sure that we're on top of it and that we're going to fulfill that order for you. There is a report that gets printed 3 times a day, first thing in the morning, noon, and 3 o'clock in the afternoon, to let the branches know that there's orders waiting. Typically, the branches are on top of their sales email addresses, and they'll check that order for you. They'll verify all the material is available, and they'll email you back or reply to that confirmation, say everything's here, they're all set, good to go. We'll have that delivered to you, or it's here and we'll call, whatever you chose. If for some reason an item is on back order, it needs to get on a transfer, they handle all that stuff for you. So if you see availability of an item in the job and it's not in your location, but you know it's a week out and you saw that it was in our Londonderry location, you can still place that order and be confident that the branch is going to take care of that for you. They're going to transfer that from our central distribution up to Concord to fulfill that order for you and have all that material waiting for you. So that's checkout for you. I hope that you found that informative. I hope that you find that easy to use and that it adds value to your day. And have a great day. Thank you.